Has the U.S. military changed its policy regarding bombs?
Bottom line is there is still an Al-Qaida presence here in Afghanistan. As you're probably well aware, there are two components of Al-Qaida. There's first off core Al-Qaida, someplace in the Pakistan-Afghanistan region with Ayman Zawahiri still really running their global operations. And then their newest franchise is Al-Qaida in the Indian subcontinent, or AQIS. We think both of those elements do have some type of presence here in Afghanistan.
Would you characterize them as a growing threat?
By themselves, we don't think that they pose a real threat, a real significant threat to the government of Afghanistan. But because we think that they are beginning to work more with Al-Qaida, the threat that they pose is they can serve as an accelerant. Al-Qaida beginning to work more with Taliban, they can present a bit of an accelerant for the Taliban, so they can provide capabilities and skills and those types of things.
Differentiate between Al-Qaida and the Taliban? I mean, are they working that closely?
We started its operation up in its north.
We have seen more interaction. We have seen them working more together. But the real thing and the real reason why we continue to watch Al-Qaida is, I think, as we've all seen before, although they have been significantly diminished, they do have the ability to regenerate very quickly, and they still do have the ability to pose a threat. And so what we want to do is be able to keep a very close eye on them and put constant pressure on that network so that they are not able to regenerate and pose an additional threat.
Good afternoon, everybody. We intend to keep the pressure on ISIL, and in that connection, I want to note that on April 22nd, coalition forces conducted an airstrike targeting Sudanese national Abu Sayyad al-Sudani, also known as Abu Isa al-Amriki, an ISIL external attack planner. This strike happened near al-Bab, Syria. We can now confirm that al-Sudani and his wife, Shadi Jabbar Khalil Muhammad, also known as Isa Amriki, an Australian national, were both killed in this airstrike. Al-Sudani was involved in planning attacks against the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. Both Al-Sudani and his wife were active in recruiting foreign fighters in efforts to inspire attacks against Western interests. The deaths of Al-Sudani and Shadi remove influential ISIL recruiters and extremists who actively sought to harm Western interests and further disrupts and degrades ISIL's ability to plot external attacks.